talk about a big play. Hey, you don't get any bigger than that.
Let me listen to this shit real quick. Feel what I'm saying?
Sound like some superhero.
Feel what I'm saying? So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the blue Yeti. I'm gonna try to figure out how to put the blue Yeti on the But this is better though, like pictures on like this. The blue Yeti is cool,
You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, not a Malcolm, not a Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make my soul a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, enter party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Be the black superhero.
W audio. I'll be right back up.
Be the black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Tennessee Titans. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. Tannehill to the air right off the bat. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him.
Let me see. Devices, audio devices, volume control, adjust microphone level. Speak into the microphone to adjust level. Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. Turn that shit up. Yeah. 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 That shit was all the way down here, boy. Yeah. Shit need to be over here. Shit need to be right here, cause this how I be talking anyway. I don't even be talking that loud, so. We back.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Tannehill. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it. Now he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Henry. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Bullock's kick is good, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out here with a jet sweep and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action. It's Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. And that one is is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now it's Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Inside handoff, Henry. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They'll run forward with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. On the slant, Burks. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Tannehill. He gets this one to Burks. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tannehill on 3rd down. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Berrios now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. He's at the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the... And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Nick bought it. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On second down, here's Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 77 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. It's caught by Davis. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kevin Byard. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about...
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right.
Anybody?
The ball comes out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Yes.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Open man is Uzama. And he's going to pick up the Titans' 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Henry running right. And he'll get it inside the 35. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Tannehill. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Come on.
Tannehill to the sideline. Randy Bullock out now for the Tennessee field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Bullock's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Caleb Farley. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
141 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better. It's the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Yeah, I gotta watch this video later.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Henry up the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Bullock good on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Wow, and even 200 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Now a handoff to Henry. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One last shot for Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.
Yo, I be getting tight, bro. I'm starting to lose. Come on, my nigga. Fuck. Fucking win, bro. Damn. Somebody fucking teach me how to play this shit. Fuck. Please.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Jets. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And Allen's got it. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 53 yards. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Carter. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Carter.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Forced out to his left. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a 1st down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Herbert on 1st down now. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
They snap it to Herbert. Rolling to his left. Herbert has it knocked free. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway. Now Hall to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. There's Wilson to throw. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. On first and 10, it's Hall. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. Here's Wilson. Here's a diving catch right side. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
They're probably expecting a run,
A
right?
chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah from 4 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point.
Now he on the seat.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And a nice return, so right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And this throw in good time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Throwing is Wilson.
I'll learn how to play.
Flush to his right.
I'm feeling myself.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Yeah.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
He just said, I want to have a good game.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
He just said, yo, I want to have a good game.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 31, Wilson uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Wilson. That's a screenplay here for Carter. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
Oh, nah, I'm tweaking. What the fuck? I thought it was closer. I'm tweaking. I'm tweaking on game.
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The
the New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong on the wave to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. After the sack on first down, Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to throw. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing again here. Wilson rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Herbert off the bootleg. On the move to his left. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. On first down, Justin Herbert. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go. 90. That's right, baby. They don't want it. I said it. Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, you have to be careful. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. To throw again. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Wilson escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's complete to Davis. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Wilson. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Eluding the pressure right. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Jets and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Tampa. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Flush to his right. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joe Tryon buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzama. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. C.J. Uzama, 72 yards. And the Jets are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Don't be stalling. Don't be stalling. Don't let me.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Brady's got his guy. This is Gage. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Caught on the right side by Jones. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll run with Hall. He's got some room to operate. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Wilson. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped.
He better not be quitting. Don't quit, you little bitch. You better not be quitting, boy. You better not be quitting. 13-0 lead, boy. You better not be quitting. You better not be quitting, my boy. You better not be quitting, my boy. Come on. Come on. better not be quitting, bro.
At the 17. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
And I'm going to pull up the line. And I'm going to pull up the line.
They'll drop to throw. Complete to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Brady. It's going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw it coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Levante David in on the tackle.
You can hit me?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, that's crazy.
Wilson. They'll roll him out right.
Talk shit on this shit. That's fun as hell.
Wilson hit.
Shit.
It's loose. It's out fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Give me that.
And his throw is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Florida. Nah.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Bags.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Yo, I think that shit ain't come out already. I thought I could've, yeah. Oh, heard you.
They'll go for it. It's Brady.
Yeah.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
I've been losing all night.
Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right.
Oh, fuck.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was no...
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
You know what I'm saying? They're going crazy.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Right.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so.
Right.
But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Oh, bro, I was literally like, bro, this game is trash. I'm like, what the fuck?
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, and this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Do you like watch American football?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
So you don't got a favorite team?
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep.
Right, that's what I'm about to say. So that's what I fucking got Tom Brady. He's the best fucking one. It's like Curry. Fuck.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? This defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Somebody watching me.
Escaping the pressure right. And
that's good, that's good, that's good.
On the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Oh, yo, Brody. Yeah, that shit was incomplete as fuck. Yo, bro, can you see when I show my play like this?
Now Wilson.
Oh, yeah. No, fuck.
Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted.
Fuck, I'll let you get that. I don't give a fuck. Go ahead. Pick it. You must go probably anyway.
He brings it back to the house for a bucket
Good shit.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right.
You throw that
we
pass
still
like
made
that,
a
you just
play
gonna
right
be
there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So the whole time I was talking, that ass was just hearing. Okay.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still more than...
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Oh, fuck.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
It's all good. It's all good. My defense is there. So I got this.
So the difference is 6 points as we get set to resume action here in this third quarter of play.
Yo, bro.
Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone.
I just go catch it.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Wait, what you said? Oh, okay. You gotta do triangle.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game.
Oh, I thought it was a run.
Things up for a comeback here in this half.
Oh, fuck. Nah. Oh, good fucking catch.
Oh, my goodness. He pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 67 yards.
Yo.
And the Bucs strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you got a good team. You got a good team right now.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
I was, bro. Now you cooking. I bet. Let me get on my shit. Oh, yeah. So
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take it. And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Carlton Davis picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
So after the INT, it's Brady.
It's caught by Mike Evans.
All of a sudden, now he started
He's
playing
taken
good.
down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Yeah. How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete, right around the 8. Nice
really for real, that's what I'm
hold
saying.
him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him.
Let me
Because
start.
for a tight end of his
Get on my
size,
shit.
difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Fuck! That's not a catch. Come on. Come on. Not a catch. Not a catch. Incomplete. Incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made.
This team is still
a
winning.
one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
That's funny.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Brady. And Rudolph has it left side. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Suckup for the Buccaneer field goal.
Good choice.
From the left hash.
Oh, the fake.
Keep it. He's going to try to
the
run
fake.
for it.
The phony.
Up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Jets are going to get the football back. But clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Hey, your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
Backhand.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back.
That could have been a pick, bro.
Yeah, I thought
that was a bad pass. Yeah, that was a bad ass. That was a terrible pass.
Wilson.
Nope.
He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios.
You feel me? You feel me? You feel me?
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Yeah, I don't know where to go. No. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. Fuck! I did not mean to do that shit. Fuck! Fuck! Good game though. Good game though, man. Good game.
So adept though.
Fuck.
Free.
Yeah,
fucking jump. I jumped by mistake. I wanted to just. I wanted to run. I just wanted to fucking run. And then he passed the fucking ball.
Day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Fuck! Damn, why not? See?
There, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's okay.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Brady will try again on 2nd down. A pass underneath for Fournette. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Me? Nah, I'm not big on basketball. Nah. Yeah, NFL is my shit.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man has got one. It's complete.
Gotta be the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers or like the LA Chargers or some shit.
This was a nice example.
Hell
of the
yeah.
offensive coordinator scheming
Tom Brady is
open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked out.
Tom Brady is like
got him not just
Curry.
space, but plenty
the Curry
of room
of the NFL,
to run
bro.
after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, shit.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good
I got to stay on him. Damn, I got to stay on him. Stop him. Score.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Oh, I knew it was going over there, bro. I gotta.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Yeah, we want that fumble, baby.
It's going to turn out to be the
We need that
final
fumble.
play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters.
Look, he didn't score in the first.
After
He
this,
didn't
you're
score in
watching
the first at all.
NFL
And
on
then
EA
I didn't
Sports.
score in 2 quarters. I didn't score in. I was zipping them. Yeah, I was zipping them. And then now I haven't scored in 2 quarters, bro. Locked me up. Locked me up. The game got good out of nowhere.
They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6.
Great.
This is 3rd and 4.
It's a good ass game.
On play action, it's Brady.
Oh yeah, right over there.
He wants it all for the end zone.
He won it all. He won it all.
And that will be incomplete.
He wants it all.
He left that one in a bad spot,
Come on,
but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it.
I believe in him.
But that one was incomplete.
Damn, I got to do a good. Fuck. I'm not going to have enough time. Come on.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to get the lead up to 4. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end.
Let's go. Yes.
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise.
All we need is 3. All we need is 3. All we need is 3.
It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out.
Just 3, and I go out with a W. And I go out with a dub. Just a dub. That's all I need right now. I need my first dub of the day. I need to be happy. I need my self-esteem to go up.
Being chased out left.
We're going to go. We're going to run.
And he
Hopefully
goes
we don't
out
injure him.
right around the 39. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You blocking all passes?
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw.
Okay.
Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And
okay, we're blocking our passes. We're blocking our passes, everybody. We're blocking our passes. Good hit stick. Good hit stick. I don't even know these guys too well. Oh, Wilson? Yeah, because I thought we were blocking our passes.
Flush to his right.
All right, nah. We got it off.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress
a little bit, right?
And once again, hit as he throws forward.
It's getting a little rough out there.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Wilson.
Oh, fuck. Good defense. Fuck! I already seen it. All right, good game. It's over. It's over. He's taunting me. That was a good game, bro. Fuck it. I know when the game is over. Fuck it. That was a good game. I mean, look, I can catch up, but probably not gonna happen.
Exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time. A lost opportunity
I could do a little
never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Overtime. Right. You're right.
So they throw the
optimism. I gotta stay in the game. I gotta stay in the game. I got it. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's try. Damn. Yo, good intel, man. Good pick. Come on, man. But
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And can they regroup?
Bucks.
That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still
a one-score
game here in the 4th. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Good play right here. You just need a little something.
Here's Wilson.
Get a little something. It's nothing. I'm not throwing a pick.
Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Come on, we in?
Damn. Boy, can you believe this?
Yo, bro, I'm going for it. Fuck. You know I'm going for it. Fuck.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
No, it's supposed to be my first W.
It's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure.
Yo, that's hell. Yeah, he got better, man. Good shit. Right, that was a good. Yo, he went for that shit. Good shit, good shit, good shit. Nah, you earned your W. You earned your W. You earned your W.
Charles, a game like
this,
that
5
interceptions. What does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there,
I could have did it.
And he threw a 5th interception. I'm wondering if his head coach
that
believes
he's
really strong mentally.
I had to start thinking about it. It's like
because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Shit, I think, or
it
70.
certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking, nah, this was a great game. This was a great game, bro. It was a good game.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Shit was good.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line.
Yeah, that's so true.
What they're saying.
Yeah.
If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout.
It's like, what you thought, right?
We've got control of this thing.
It's like
Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Fuck.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger.
Do you choose your own plays or you like do coaches? Same. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air
took a knee?
on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the
Damn,
front.
that's what I'm saying. Like, why not?
Why not? Or something like that. That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Brady to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. A big seam, and he might go all the way.
Let's go.
So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they wanted to kick the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them 6 points going the other way.
It's the desperation. It's the desperation. Let's go. All right, bet. All right.
Wilson to throw.
We out. We out. We out. We out.
We are tied here in the 4th.
Oh, it's not going to do overtime? Oh, he said he's going to score. Okay. He said he's going to score.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's
Great
away.
Kick. Let's do it, though.
Now going to bring this one out of the end zone.
Let's go.
He'll be out of bounds here.
I got to
just
put my
past the
ultimate defense
20-yard
pants on
line.
right now. Thank you. Oh, no. Oh, I thought you said I did a good play. I thought you said I did a good play. That's why I said thank you.
Partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get
no. Right there. I knew it.
40 to have a chance
I
to
knew it.
kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And only able
Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
At the 30. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips,
I'll be forgetting about the time.
Shot.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out
there. Let's go.
there.
Let's go.
Back to throw, Brady.
Break him up. Break him up.
Hang on through the contact.
Break him up. I hate when that happens, though. I just wish. I just wish they would have caught the ball.
They held up in that situation, and now 4th down. You've got
that shit is.
This and try to get to overtime.
That shit is so whack, though.
Made, in my estimation.
When they don't catch it, it's like you could bring it in. I bet. Fuck. Not really the play I wanted, but we gonna be on this. Oh wait, a run? A run?
They'll go with a big back Fournette.
Yeah.
He's not gonna get the first. I don't even think he made it.
Do a little dance. Do a little dance. Okay. Okay. Do a little dance. Do a little dance.
Force a turnover on down.
Field goal. 3 points. 3 points and it's over. But hey, I could miss the field goal.
On the counter, it's Hall. And if there was a lane there, it closed
I could definitely miss the field goal.
Stop for no gain. 2nd down.
I'm not gonna lie.
All right, my man. This is now where it's risk.
My heart is beating.
Because on defense, you've got to.
This cannot go to overtime.
You got to get in all the gaps.
They want me to run.
Get up tight on everyone.
They want me to run. Oh yeah. You gotta. Yeah, somebody gotta call a timeout. I don't know. I don't know. Should I call it? Should I call it?
Take it to the house.
I know. I'm just trying to just.
Possible upcoming field goal. Every yard counts.
Right.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
They want me to field goal.
Get only 3 there, so
they telling me field goal.
3rd and 7 ahead.
They telling me to field goal. They telling me field goal. Oh, fuck! Alright, man. Fuck, what the fuck is going on? Oh my gosh, bro. Oh, I didn't call it. You see the time? You see what I said? You see what I said? You have to pay attention. Alright, tails never fails. Tails never fails. Oh, fuck. I selected kick by mistake.
First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though,
I fucking select the kick by mistake, bro.
The other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard short there at the 24.
I think that's how it goes. Yeah. I think it's first person to win. Like first person to score. I definitely believe. I'll forget.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
But now I'm on it.
Right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
Oh.
Extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Now left side on the swing pass.
Oh, good throw.
Damn,
use a throw.
Side of midfield. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
Play action. Now it's Brady. High throw, but the catch is made. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brady. Jones has it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Damn.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not even looking at that shit.
Everyone trying to account for someone, but unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, we're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field, very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. Okay. That's the way we play in the NFL.
Okay, so I get a possession. So I get a chance. I get a chance. I get a chance. I get a chance.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Literally. All right, come on. One more chance. But I'm going to have to go for 2. Do I? No, I don't.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Come on.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson.
That better not be a pick.
And that one drops down.
Comes out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It comes out. A
misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes.
That's a lot
thus
of
far.
defense.
That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific.
Yeah, they don't catch
the ball
anything.
Downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And they're going to get this down.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They give up the middle to Carter. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Wilson. Flushed
the defense
out
is there. Oh, fuck. Wrong person.
Woo! And that will be caught. The end zone says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful.
And I meant to throw it to somebody else.
Been intercepted in this game.
That should have been a fucking
in the coverage,
touchdown.
They continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Oh, my God.
On 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure.
Can he do it? Can he do it right here? No. Fuck. Damn. Good fucking game. I ain't gonna take it to the house.
I ain't gonna take it to the house. Down the right side. No.
Good fucking game. Good game.
He brings it back to the house for a bucket and TD. So it's a win for the Bucs here, and the guy leading the charge, who else? He's done it for more than 2 decades now, Tom Brady.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it.
Damn.
But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
That was a good game, and I won. I played good, though. Way better.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in the same with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And off we go from MetLife Stadium. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second and 2. Again, it's Elliott. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A first down throw for Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. He'll take this to the 46. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Third and long. It's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. But we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Up the middle, here's Elliott. Stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Now Prescott. Open man layup. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Washington. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Wilson. He'll drop this underneath to Carter. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. He's going to have the first down and then some. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
I don't think he's playing right. He probably took on a snap.
They'll run with Carter. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 2nd and goal, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell.
Touchdown, Jets! Michael Carter from 6 yards away. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32, a play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just 1 big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Oh, I can see that formation.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Buying time to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. Down. Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
He'll buy some time right. Well, a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they wind up getting 13 there on fourth down. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, a run with Carter. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. First down, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. To throw is Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Osa Odigizua with the effort there to earn the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Hall again on 2nd down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Now Prescott. That's complete to Lamb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Wilson wants to throw it. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception. Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Dak. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Prescott. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. And And this one is right through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Draw play, Elliott. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Prescott to throw it. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams there to bring him down. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And the Jets will take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And able to connect with Berrios.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Back to the ground with Carter.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
6 yards left on second down.
Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the... They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Jets are going to win the football game.
Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
God level, the sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo, but they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, other titles. You need to grow. I be rushing mad, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the throne. My God, oh God, this is on the God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now Hall to start the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start on the ground with Elliott. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Wilson. Forced out to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there. Someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. They'll run it with Elliott. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
Wilson going to give to Carter on the draw.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing is Wilson.
Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Steady, ready. 55, come on, guys, 55. Head up. Check tight. Ready. 55.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
From back at the 8 now after the false start. Another try at 1st and goal.
Ready. Here we go. Set, hut. Check Mike 11. Come on, hut.
Here's Wilson to throw. Steps away to his left. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 10-yard line.
79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down and 8.
Prescott now.
That's Gallup on the slant.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they had intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 7, operating from the 34. Throwing, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second and 7, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! James Washington, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Marr on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Prescott looks to throw on first. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would...
And Prescott, his third interception. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Final play of the half, it's Wilson. This pass complete, he finds Jeremy Ruckert. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
On second down, Elliott once more. 99 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go to Elliott again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So a mistake there, Charles, from the rookie pass rusher.
And oftentimes when you make the jump from college to the NFL, you have to adjust to the rules. But in this case, the rule's no different than in college. Once the ball's gone, you can't continue on and get your shot in. That's one where you have to have some discipline. And even though he's a rookie, he really should know better.
50 Cent, Mike, 50 Cent. Here we go.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And some room to work. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Laying out is Davis, and he's got the football. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 22 yards there, a first down. Hall ought to give up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 24, Wilson, flush to his right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd down and goal. Wilson flushed out right. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Draw play, Carter. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
57, Mike 57.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop.
Another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. A gain of 22. Well, Prescott here to throw. Out to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Off the play fake, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Now this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 174 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from MetLife Stadium.
Amari Rodgers to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll go again to Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And able to find Allen Lazard. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
11 more on that one and another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After the interception, here's Wilson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
6-0 our score after 1.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones.
14 yards.
And the Packers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Wilson.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll take it across midfield down into jet territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Good stop. Good stop. Good
All runners
stop.
count on their
Good
eyes to
stop.
find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Inside, linebacker.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
Fucking bullshit.
Up the middle, Jones. Room here to run. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Watkins alone on the left side.
Blitz.
Here's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins from 3 yards out. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Damn.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Shit. I don't understand why they don't just catch it. And then this should be tripping me off.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he returns this to the 22.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On first down, Rodgers. Finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. On 1st and 10, it's Carter, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He's got a man complete. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Wilson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 41. 103 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out. I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Taken down at the 30.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Wilson being chased out left. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll work this down inside the 30. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Wilson going to give to Carter on the draw. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
The runoff is crazy. Yo, come on, let's go.
Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go.
Don't scare.
Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down. That was not an easy one to hold on to.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because
and this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis, 30 yards. And the Jets have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Well, partner, this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he certainly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
Boy, he did. I guess they say all's well that ends well. It's not over yet, but you're right. He picked a good time for that first touchdown pass.
Exactly right. Not over yet. The defense is going to have to make it hold up.
We won. That's it. We won.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They try to take a shot there on second down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. Able to find Jones. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock, but I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Wilson wants to throw it. He'll buy some time right. He's going to look deep for more. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Wilson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
This is W.